Alright, Shalom, first foremost and the us enough be giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, honors to all the brothers who are fervently pushing the word of sincerity and in faith, and Shalom to all the sincere believers. Now this lesson is going to be based on a fatal 10-vehicle crash. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, and Lord's will, you're edified. It says driver's sudden lane change caused fatal 10-vehicle crash on I-35 in Round Rock. Said a driver making a sudden lane change Monday caused a 10-vehicle crash that killed one person and caused a dump truck to cross a concrete median on northbound Interstate 35 in Round Rock. The person who died was identified as Alexa White, 35, of Fort Cavazos, according to the police news release. 3 people sustained minor injuries and were hospitalized. Officials have not released the name of the driver, who they say was responsible for the crash. The Round Rock Police Department is actively investigating, which could potentially lead to further charges. So the crash involved vehicles in both the northbound and southbound lanes of I-35 near RM 620. Said a preliminary investigation indicates that a northbound vehicle made a sudden lane change, striking another vehicle and prompting multiple drivers to take evasive action. This chain reaction caused the dump truck to cross the concrete median and collide with southbound traffic. Says the crash happened almost a week and a half after an 18-vehicle crash on Interstate 35 in North Austin killed 5 people and injured more than a dozen others. The driver, who police say caused the March 13th crash, Solomon Weldekil Araya, has been charged with 5 counts of intoxication, manslaughter, and 2 counts of intoxication assault. Yeah, so just like the men of the Lord have been saying, these judgments are getting more serious. Psalms 9 and 16, the Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Hegion Selah. Yeah, so in regards to these car crashes, as well as every other judgment that takes place, the Heavenly Father is the one who made it happen. The Heavenly Father is the one who put the spirit on that person to make that sudden lane change without realizing that there was somebody next to them. So then they hit that person, and then everybody started swerving, trying to avoid what was happening. And, like they said, it was a just chain reaction. And the Lord caused it because he wanted to bring judgment upon those people. Wanted to bring judgment upon the person who caused it in the form of them now being, in trouble because they're the reason that whole thing happened. And upon the judgment upon the person who got killed and upon the people who got wounded. Deuteronomy 32:39. See now that I, even I am he, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. And that's right. The Heavenly Father wounds and kills. That's why he's called the Most High, because there's no power with him. He does what he wants, to who he wants, when he wants, how he wants, where he wants, and there's nobody that can stop him. There's nobody that can override the command of the Heavenly Father. Whatever judgment he decides he wants executed, it's going to get executed. Plain and simple. And nobody, men, women, or children, are exempt from that. Like it says in Romans 2 and 11, that there is no respect of persons with Yahweh. Hebrews 10 and 31, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. And that's what those people experienced. Just driving along, probably on their way home or wherever they were going, and then just chaos. Somebody suddenly makes a lane change, probably didn't signal, because a lot of people out here don't use their turn signal or their blinker when they're trying to switch lanes. They just suddenly just swerve in whatever direction they want to go in. And that's probably what ended up happening. And it resulted in all of that chaos. It resulted in a 10 vehicle crash. But like I said, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, because the Heavenly Father is the one who's making these things happen. He's the one pulling the strings, calling the shots. These judgments aren't just happening out of nowhere. And these judgments and the increase of these judgments, the increase in the frequency of these judgments is a sign of the time, a sign that we are in the last days. 2 Timothy 3 and 1, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. And that's right, dangerous times. So that's why we have to stay circumspect out here. You got to stay circumspect, stay on your watch, definitely stay prayed up. Because, as I've mentioned before, I'm outside on the road every day. And I see how people drive, and I see how careless and reckless they are. People on their phone, people eating while driving, women doing their makeup while they're driving, like, just no care in the world. Like, you're around a bunch of other people on this road and you're just doing reckless stuff, Like, people don't, use their blinkers, they're constantly brake checking, like, just a lot of dangerous stuff, man. Like, people go right through stop signs, they go through red lights, like, it's very dangerous out here, especially out on the road. So you got to stay circumspect, because you just don't know who's about to do something crazy out here. And that's why we also, like I said, we got to stay prayed up as well, because that the Heavenly Father is the one making these crashes happen. So just stay prayed up before you go out. Pray to the Lord, ask Him to grant you safe passage wherever you gotta go. So that way you get where you gotta go, you do what you gotta do, and you make it back home. Because there's a lot of people who don't make it back home. And ultimately, that's because it was their time to receive judgment. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. In closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash, the Wadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith, and shalom to all the sincere believers. Hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up, and Adawan Ratazah. Until next time, shalom.